Hey everybody, so selling on Amazon is the hype these days, and if you're watching this video, it's likely right that you have already decided to start selling on Amazon. And you may be wondering, how do I actually know the product that I choose will sell and become a great hit on Amazon? So are there any ways to find such products itself? And there is. So when it comes to choosing products to sell on Amazon, my main principle is this: don't try to reinvent the wheel, right? So whatever you do, please don't try to be the first one to sell a new shining product. So why do I say this? Is because it's going to be difficult to develop a new market itself, and you have no data to back your product with, nobody to guide you along in this new niche, and you probably won't even know where to start also. So creating a new market is going to require a lot of your effort, and you can definitely spend them on something else more productive, right? So unless you're telling me that you're already very experienced in this trade and you have lots of money to spend on doing trial and error, then by all means go ahead, right? So go and invent something great, go and do something creative or something that will benefit the world. But if you're a new seller trying to get a taste of how selling on Amazon is like, just sell people the products that are already in the market itself that people will want to buy. Right? So doing this will be enough to get your business up and running, and don't be overly ambitious at the start, because it's going to make you fail and you will lose motivation in this venture itself. So saying that, selecting products that people want to buy is going to be a challenge, right? So after all, consumers have a wide range of wants and needs. So how can you know which are the products to focus on to generate sales and profits itself? And for this purpose, right, I've created my own checklist of sellable product criteria to identify whether or not a product is good for selling on Amazon. So I've classified this criteria into two major categories: the must-have and the good to haves, right? And I'm going to show you this list now. And the first point on my must-have list is this. Number one, is this product able to command a selling price that is 3 times its landed cost, right? So just to get things clear itself, a landed cost means the total number of money it costs a seller to buy a product, package the product, and deliver it to its inventory itself. So for example, if you go to the famous supplier's website, Alibaba.com, and you see a product that costs $6, to have your product's logo printed on this product costs approximately about $1, and the packaging cost for the product is around maybe $2, and the cost to export the products maybe is about $3, the shipping cost itself. And the landed cost, the total landed cost of this product will be $6 plus $1 plus $2 plus $3, which is the total of $12 each. $12 in total. So the next thing you want to ask yourself is, are you able to sell this product at $36 on Amazon? So the reason for doing so is very simple, because if you can sell this product at a price that's 3 times its landed cost, then you're going to have a very good profit margin itself. So this can help you cover all the other costs involved in this business. For example, the money that you spend on creating, ads itself, if you're running some kind of ads, hiring assistants to help you, virtual assistants, paying for subscription to, like analytic softwares, this kind of apps out there, and still allow you to earn some kind of money to pay yourself, right? So otherwise you'll be losing money, right? And we don't want to lose money when we are doing a business. So next, let's go on to the second checkpoint, which is number 2. Does similar products have good reviews? So this is one of the most important criteria that you should look out for, and the functions of a product and its quality are what will convince people to buy, right? So after all, you can't expect to actually sell something that people don't have much use for, and you also can't expect people to buy lousy products, right? And to endure the competition and come out on top, you must make sure that you're offering a strong product that solves people's problem. So I advise that you check other similar products reviews and see what people are talking about them before making your mind to put up a new product on Amazon, right? So the thing is that if other customers have left positive reviews after buying this type of product, then that means people are liking how the product works. So there's a high chance that your new product will be well received by customers as well. If the product have a lot of negative reviews, then you should forget about selling the product itself. And after that, we have come to the third point on my must-have list, which is number 3. Does similar product sell more than $25 USD on average, right? So now this point is related to my must-have point number 1 that I mentioned earlier. So the reason why you want to ensure if similar products can sell more than $25 on average is because this figure, right, is a standard benchmark for you to gauge if selling a product can bring you any profits. So from my years of selling on Amazon, I realized that anything that sells for less than $25, right, $25 USD will not give you much profits itself, will not give you any profits. This is because you need to consider the Amazon platform fees and the fulfillment costs involved when you sell on Amazon. So if you price a product too low, the fees will eat up your profits itself. So saying that doesn't mean that you should price your product at an expensive price point also, because if you do so, customers also will not buy it. So the best would be to have a mid-range selling price, somewhere around like USD $25 to $50, and that way it's not too expensive for the average consumer, yet you can still make some profits after deducting the Amazon platform fees and the fulfillment fees itself. And once you get these 3 points right, it's time for the last checkpoint, which is number 4. Is there a demand for this product? Now, this is where you can really tell if the product that you're trying to sell on Amazon is worth your effort or not. If a product doesn't have a demand, no matter how well you try to market the product or how good you believe this product is, it won't sell. That means it won't sell, right? And it will just result in a complete waste of your time and money. Okay, so to effectively check for a product's market demand, you can go to this app called Jungle Scout. You can go to this website called Jungle Scout, and this is a wonderful website or app, all right, to actually allow you to check whether your competitors who are selling the same product are making any revenue from it. And the logic is very simple. If your competitors are not making any money, why would you still want to sell this product? Right? So other than that, you can also search on Amazon for keywords related to your product. Then you will see how many results are returned by Amazon's search engine. So this number is a good indicator of the demand for your product itself. And if the number of results is low, that means there isn't much discussion on Amazon about your product itself. And if the number is high, that means your product is generating a lot of interest and you may want to consider selling this product. Alright, so after all this must-have criteria, I also have a list of good-to-have checkpoints that you can compare against also. And these are not the necessary criterion to have in a successful product, but if the product you intend to sell is able to meet the below criteria, the chances of it being a great hit on Amazon will greatly increase, right? So first up on the list is this, point A. Does the product allow people to pursue a hobby? Okay, so sometimes, right, customers will buy products not because they need the product itself. It's because they want the product. The product will allow them to indulge in some hobby and they feel happy for obtaining the product itself. So for example, I'll use my famous example of the coffee press again. And some customers purchase coffee presses not because it's necessary for their lives, right? It's because they really like drinking coffee. And the thing is that if you look at the product itself, I mean, coffee isn't something that is absolutely necessary for our lives, but coffee hobbyists will always want to own a solid coffee press so that they can make delicious coffee by themselves. And if your product can allow them to fulfill this desire, they'll be very happy, right? And they may recommend your product to their friends who have the same hobby as well. Then as the word spreads, you will eventually get more sales also, right? So the idea here is to see if your product can fulfill customers' wants and allow them to gain satisfaction. And this brings me to my second good to have criteria, which is point B. Does the product solve a specific problem? So I'll use a product that I've been selling to elaborate on this point. So I've been selling a special shower mat which has this special kind of function located in a small bump on the mat, in small bumps, right? So when someone steps on the bumps, the massage function will start. So this product solves a very specific problem for people who needed help in their blood circulation after their baths, right? So the thing is that I'm one of the few people who actually sell this product on Amazon, and because of this, many customers remember my brand and often come back to buy from me again and again, right? Similarly, if you manage to come across a product that solves a specific problem like my shower mat, you'll be able to attract a group of loyal customers who only buy from you also. So when selecting products, we should always try to target specific niches. Don't go for products that are listed under the Amazon basics category. For example, like USB cables or pee pads for pets, for example. And this kind of products are commodities and customers won't remember you for them because they can easily buy such items from another seller, right? Your main concern should be able to sell something that can solve a specific problem so that customers will return to you and bring other people who have the same problem to you also, right? So that way you will be able to create a name for yourself and eventually move on to create a brand. So other than that, here's another good to have criteria to hit. Point C, is your product able to generate a premium feel? So as human beings, it's in our nature to want to look good in front of other people. Hence, the products that you sell on Amazon should also give your consumers the ability to feel fabulous in front of others. So for example, if I'm selling a very premium lemon squeezer, I'll look for the best quality stainless steel product to make the whole product itself and then package the product in a very presentable matte box, maybe a black box with gold foil lettering, right? And this will impress customers, and when they buy the product itself, they will feel great for owning such a premium product. And your product can also double up as a gift idea, and your customers will look good by gifting such product to other people. So try to introduce this kind of premium elements into your products itself, and you'll be surprised to see how many people are willing to pay more for this kind of products, right? And last but not least, this is my final good to have criteria, which is point D. Is your product easy to ship? Now, this is something a lot of sellers tend to overlook, and the size of product matters a lot to its sellability. So I mean, you don't often see people buying cabinets or wardrobes on Amazon, right? And not a lot of sellers are selling this kind of product online also. The reason is very simple, right? So if your product is large, it will be very expensive for sellers to store and ship the products to their warehouses, and at the same time, customers will need to pay more to deliver the items to them, and they won't like the idea, right? So this is why large and bulky items generally don't really sell that well, that fast on Amazon. And the ideal size of a product should be something that can fit inside a shoe box, right? So that means it's easily to be packaged and shipped out to your customers. So this will be the end of my must-haves and good-to-haves criteria. So I set even more stringent requirements for the selection of products in our WA Academy strategy to guarantee our students greater success rate at finding sellable products. But that's something only WA Academy students will know. So if you're interested, you can click on the link below this video to book a call with my team, and we can see how we can help you, right? And cheers, see you in my next video.